Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Katie York set to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, tight.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. They send a tight end in motion. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Makes a cut to the right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills drop 80-plus yards and take a 6-0 lead. So that right there, exactly what you're looking for in the opening drive of a game.
And these opening drives are tone setters. You come out flat, maybe you go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, Kate. But here, they're sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
Bass now to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Jump off caught by his back.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They're throwing it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Pass play now. It's taken in by Lamb. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And the Bills bringing out an extra defensive back. Third down coming up. From midfield now. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Completed to his running back. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 5. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 22 on second down. Finds Hyatt. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers finish off their opening drive. On is Cade York for the PAT. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Panthers start off well to tie things 7-7. On now is York to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Working quickly here. Now Allen off the play action. He's on the move. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it in all.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. The Bills with a punt team out there. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of one. Buys time. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, this is the time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
And they get to him again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
First sack, walk with the card. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first two plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
Here he is on third and long. Chased out to his right. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Takes it in at the 21. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something-something to the return.
Here's Brooks, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Now on 2nd and 10. Has it in close. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. He finds him right side. He has the Carolina touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It is caught left side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
56. Hey, tight.
2nd and 1. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Return coming from the 6. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to the air. It's Allen after the pick. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 3. Escapes the... And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
He finds Kincaid. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. They kick the running back in motion. Allen now on 1st down. Sends it to Polk along the sideline. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Brought in right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up. Allen gonna throw again. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. To the air again, Allen. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Hits his running back. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. He's got a man left. He winds up out of bounds, but things not settled yet, so we've got a flag down. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. They'll throw on 1st. As a man, it's Brooks. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, and that's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go now.
From the 47. On the move, headed right. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Go! Go!
Now looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he touched him down as he finds enough to pick up the first. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go.
He'll throw it yet again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They are throwing it again. He'll get this one to Brooks. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Third and 4 coming up now. Setting up a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Keyword, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Bass now to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Cut out left. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Dropping back to throw. Hauled in left side. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. That one gains 7. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. It's taken in by Lamb. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Finds a man right side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Looking to the air here. It is caught left side. Pickup of 2 here. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Ready. Cougar 19.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it. Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
What is that?
On 1st down, Allen. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And it sets up 2nd down. Back to the air, Allen. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. So now here's 3rd and 5. Again, Allen to the air. Finds Kincaid. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. To throw again, it's Allen. He sends this one to the end zone. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's first and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bills start the second half with some needed points. Josh Allen, the touchdown! Extra point up and good for Pats. And the Bills drop the lead back to 13. Bass now to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing it to start this drive. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Let's go.
This is the end of the third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the fourth. First down, ball at the 36. On the option, they give it to Brooks. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here we go. Set.
Option play headed right on 1st and goal. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. And the Panthers leaving their guys out there. Look at this. They're trying for 2.
Rocco 80. Hurt. Mustang 19. 60 Eagle. Hurt.
He's throwing for it. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Now he's York to kick this one away. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Caught by the open man. At the 20. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get it back to within 2 possessions. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Bass now to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. He's on the move. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield.
Let's go now.
From midfield now. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Escapes the pocket. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Pass play coming here. Chased out to his right. Escapes his grasp.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Looking for a throw here. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Okay, ready?
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Come on, set, go.
He's going to throw this one. Cut out left. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Let's go. Let's go.
They are throwing it again. He'll get this one to Brooks. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. From the gun, a give to Brooks. Has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. You're good on the point after. And the Panthers go up by 19. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
What's that?
1st and 10. Here's Allen. That's Myers working the sideline. Complete. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. On the move, headed right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They'll go. Allen. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Middle.
Got to hurry this to the line.
What's that?
On 1st down, Allen. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Allen setting up play action. Completed to his running back. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Forced out to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get it back to within 2 possessions. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills shave some of the lead. It's down to 12. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Panthers secure that kick. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the first quarter, the second quarter, third quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the fourth.
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Ready.
Needing 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. They'll throw it. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Groupie sends it through. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's on the move. He's on the move. And he's out of bounds past midfield. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Down a couple of scores. Those 2 timeouts they've got left are going to be crucial. Here's 1st down. Allen on the play action. Buys time, rolling right. Took off with it again. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Allen now on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 2nd down.
What's that?
Back to the air, Allen. He finds Kincaid. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
What's that?
From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th. So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And the Panthers recover the onside kick. That should lock up this win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Let's go now.
So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
D, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.